Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dows Plays. My name is Dows, and welcome to Planet Coaster. Oh boy, am I excited to show you this game. Planet Coaster has been made by Frontier. Now, Frontier were the people who made Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. And this is very much seen as the successor to that brilliant little game that was RCT3. You may notice there is already a Roller Coaster Tycoon 4 out. That has not been made by any of the original people who made RCT3. They basically made their own little game here called Planet Coaster, and it's glorious. Now, I was going to do a first impressions video. I just couldn't help myself but start playing. So I'm going to show you how brilliant this game is from scratch in a very short 20-minute video, because if I go any longer, I simply won't stop, and that has been my problem. That's me, apparently, to the right. It's not what I look like. I mean, the shoes are okay, but everything else... Guy's got better hair than I have. So there are 3 types of mode. There's Career, Sandbox, Challenge. Career is where you take different parks and fulfill different challenges. Challenges is my kind of mode, actually. You get a set amount of money, a small amount of rides, so you don't have a lot of resources to start off with, but you slowly grow and build your park, and that's what I love. That's my kind. I just love that kind of game. But I'm going to show you Sandbox mode today, just to show you the game in action, and we'll do it in the Alpine setting, and we'll call this Dows Plays. Ooh, Dows Plays Land. One thing I have to say is that the sound design of this game is outstanding. It's absolutely brilliant, and it's a nice world to be in. Oh, look at that! Now, the other thing I will say is this is a graphically intensive game. My rig isn't the newest in the world, so it means that I am playing this on the lowest graphical settings, and it still runs beautifully. Absolutely gorgeous game, and it'll only get better as I start to put things in. So I'm just spinning around here for no reason, because I'm going to start building a lovely theme park. So, yeah, you can build paths, and it's wonderfully flexible. So I've got angle snap on here, but you can literally make them bend any way you so please. You know, you can make them come round and do loop-de-loop, and it's quite intelligent, so it'll come back on itself if it realizes that's what you're doing. And you can keep going, and they've made the removal button much better. It's just right-click. You don't like it? Just right-click, and you can remove and keep going. And that's just making paths. Making paths is very exciting, which I think is the hallmark of a good game. So, they have lots of rides. Well, I say that. I'd probably say this is the biggest thing they need to improve quite quickly, is that there's not a whole lot of what I would call traditional thrill rides in this game, but I imagine that's something that they'll fix in the future. But building and editing your park is just such a joy. I mean, imagine I didn't want that there. You can not only move it around, but you can like spin it, but you can also like raise it, and you know, if you want to put it all the way up here, the game will be like, okay, dude, that's fine. We'll figure it out. We'll probably need some support struts, but we'll figure it out. It figures it out for you, and it lets you do that. And I'll show you that in a bit more detail with some of the shops in just a second. So, let's get this ride open, because there are people wanting to come to my park. I haven't built them anything yet, which is a disaster. There we go. We'll add the queue system. Go for something nice orange. Oh yeah. Yes, please. Love a bit of orange. Make that a bit longer. Make it come around a bit. Look at that. Boom. It's just so elegant. And we'll open it. A little bit of confetti, because it celebrates it. And so let me show you like the levels of customization you can do. So you can use blueprints, which can be other people's designs and designs that came with it. So if I wanted to make like a burger store, here we go. So here's a burger store. It'll build it. And yep, so there we go. And little details they've got, like a little bin at the back, the fan and the staff entrance and all the rest of it. Pop that in there. Tasty beef. But let me show you just how customization works. It's just so clever. So let's just say we do a gulpy slush. Right? So that's the basic building. That's the thing you need to sell gulpy slush in. Right? You pop it in there, and you could also pop in many of them if you wanted to. But also, it doesn't want to limit you. So if you decide, actually, I want this gulpy slush to be up here, it'll let you do that. It'll just let you pop it in the middle of the sky. Because it'll go, we trust you, bruv. You've definitely got an idea. Let us not get in the way. And this game doesn't want to get in your way of doing something stuff. If you want to sink it into the ground, that's fine. It very rarely tells you no, which is really brilliant as part of the game. So we've now got this lovely gulpy slush, but it's not particularly pretty. So we can add loads of different things to it. So please type in the word slush, or the slush, as I've typed it in there. You know, so you can put a wee sign on it so everybody knows what it is. Boop. And you can go, oh, actually, I want to add this to it, the side. And I want this on here, but I don't want it like that. I want that differently. So I'm going to click on that and edit it. And they've got lots of quick keys so you can get to everything nice and easy. I want to rotate it. And then I want to grab it and move it out here. And then I just want to rotate it just a little bit more. Yeah, that's what I want. I just want that. Until it's nice and flush. And what you can hear in the background is one of my rides booting up. It's not my graphics card having a meltdown. But there you go. And you build that and you can save that, or you can duplicate it and put it all around your park. But it wants you to do this so much, and then you say done, and it's open. And you have to look after the staff who are in here as well, which I think is an interesting addition. It's the idea that the staff in here will get like bored, or they'll get overworked, and all the rest of it. Oh, toilets. So yeah, if you create your own stuff. So I've created this little toilet design, which I like. It's a TP to pee in. I'm really pleased with that pun. So you can use that as well. But I'm going to show you the reason why you're all watching this video, which is the coasters. Unlike the the thrill rides, of which there are not many, the coaster amount is ridiculous. So if I show you them all, this is every single type of coaster they have, which is quite a lot. Let's build a wooden roller coaster, just so I can show it off to you a little bit. So again, how you want to start is up to you, but the way they've decided to make the track system in this game is very, very fluid. So instead of having pieces down here, you simply just go, I want this longer, I want this shorter, I want to raise it up, I want to put it down, you know, and it will automate tunnels, all this other stuff. So let's just make it a nice little ascent. Okay, so we've done that, and then we want to bring it down here. There you go, that looks terrifying. And then make it a regular track, and there's my first dip. Right? But we want to go into the ground, and you can do that, and you can do that as low as you like, really. We need to angle it up a bit. And then bring it around. And then we'll start banking it this way. And we'll start coming around this way. And making it a bit tighter. And then a bit more, and a bit more. Really long loop. Take out some of the speed they've probably been subjected to. Straighten her up. And again, find that sweet spot. Wonderful. And then you can start building again. And you can start testing while you're in this stage, so you can make sure everything is going to get round without losing all of its speed. Like that. And let's go back. And that's all complete. Yeah, look at that. Very nice, very pretty. And then you can obviously do what they all do in this game, and it's the reason why you're all here, is you can ride it and see how it looks. And plummet to our deaths! Oh, that's quite the vertical drop, actually. And it just looks stunning. And it's taken me 2 minutes, 3 minutes to make that. Yeah, it's just such a bonny game. Has it got the pace to get up this hill? No, it has not. So I'm going to have to give that another go. And fixing that is relatively straightforward, because all you do is you get rid of the control hints. And you say that's okay. And you just basically select the piece of track you'd like to edit. And you can just go back and have another go at editing it, which is lovely. So what we'll do is we will go back to this piece of track. And you just press right click. And away it goes. So we're going to highlight that piece of track. Select it. So basically we need to be a bit shorter. And then come down a bit quicker. And then you can access to auto complete. There you go. That looks canny, doesn't it? Lovely. So it's doing a test again. See if it works this time. Hopefully it should work. So there they go. Just off in the distance. Up they come, up they come. Come on. Shall we go back in? Let's go back on. Oh, the sun is setting. And this is as ugly as the game gets, folks. And you'll notice over here, you can see excitement, fear, nausea, the speed. Like it's doing a live. This is a live test. It's measuring all this. So it's quite scary at this point, but the fear kind of dips off. And the turn-in's quite nice. Hitting the sweet spot of excitement as well. Nicely fear. But will we get over the hill? I think we might do. Up. No! I am rubbish at designing roller coasters. Ugh. Bum. Right. I feel like maybe this hill needs to come a bit earlier. Let's try it. Let's try it a bit earlier. Yeah, let's try it here. Yeah, that's what we need. A couple of little bumps, that's what we need. Just through there. And bring it around a bit. It's going on a bit of a journey now. Actually, auto-complete it from there, I dare you. Oh, wow. Oh, that looks back-breaking. Let's have a look. Start the test. And go quick. Because I want to see if you're any good. Right, there you go. Up, and away it goes. And you can continue to mess about. But the other things just to be aware of as it comes round, I'm going to go over the hill. No! Ah! Rubbish! Fine. The world's easiest hill. Alright? Come on. This is easy. You try and make something nice. So, start the test again. Right. And then autocomplete. There you go. I mean, that's not going to be the prettiest roller coaster in the world, but we're not here for pretty. Well, we are here for pretty. Let's do something interesting. I think I want this to go over here. And start coming down. And then autocomplete. Will it get over the hill? Here we go. Big moment coming up here. Come on, lads. I believe in you. I believe in your magic. 40 miles per hour. We're like, yes, that'll do. Nice and exciting. Nice bit of airtime. Coming down into this nice little slope. Oh, lovely. Yeah, that's quite good. And you'll get some tests at the back to tell you how it's all gone. And pulling into the station. And I have made a fairly decent roller coaster. Okay, so you can stop that. Once that's done, you can say it's done. You can change the station to your heart's content, but we'll just put the entrance here and the exit here where they all come out. And it's as easy as I'm making it look, although I didn't make it look particularly easy just then in terms of building the damn thing. But you can keep playing until you get something that you're really happy with. Ooh. And give it, and let's open her up. So the monster is open. Now you'll be rated on a few things with each ride. Your queue, your scenery that is on your queue gets rated. So when people are just stopping about, what do they see? And you can add loads of different kinds of props. And again, if you just look at just all the filters they've got here. So if we just added one that just said Western, for example, because I think that would probably suit everything. You know, you can put a couple of animatronics in here. These guys just shooting at each other. And he could be like, ooh, just on that barrel there, and he's got this thing in front of him, or behind him, or maybe he's got an iron boiler over here. So your queue gets rated, but also the scenery on the track gets rated. And if you improve that, it gets more exciting. What's really good is if there's like head choppers, so like in roller coasters where you feel like you're about to get decapitated, but you don't. That adds to the excitement, and they react to it as well. So you can do little things. So let's say let's make this like let's put a locomotive train here, but let's make it look like it's one of them that's gone wrong. So we're gonna flip it onto its side. We're gonna rotate it just like that, and then you can add special effects as well. So I think we want it to be on fire. Yeah, but we just want a smaller one. But you can pop that fire into it, so it disappears. Ooh, like that. Ho -ho. So it looks like it's flaming, but they can't see where the pyro is coming from. It's quite cool. So now that looks pretty scary. Don't really want to be going into where that train's been. And then you can also add little effects, such as an explosion. There you go. That's a good one. So we're going to put that explosion here. Woof. Whoa. Hello, frame rate. But you can flip that over and then pop it in to where you want it to be. So there. But then you can also trigger it. So you can add it to the ride as an effect on the ride. So you can say when the roller coaster. So we'll edit the trigger. Add one. So when the coaster gets to here, that'll explode. So, and it'll create an amazing an effect. So we'll add that as the trigger. Lovely. So every time the coaster comes past that point there, it'll explode, and it adds to the scariness, and it adds to the effect of each roller coaster, which you continually can build on. There's a lot of litter in my park. That's because I haven't hired any staff, and it works again just like all the other roller coaster tycoons. I'd rather this wasn't so huge. But you know, you can hire a janitor. Off he goes. He's got a lot to do. Off you go, lad. I'd rather it was a bit more not taking up 3/4 of the screen, but that's absolutely fine. Get a mechanic in there as well. You can also hire entertainers, and the entertainers in this game actually do that. They go around and they really add to the park. There's that sound design I was talking about. It just sounds brilliant. Last thing to show you before I wrap this up, because I just wanted to show a short introduction, is the terrain modifier. So it's so clever. So let's just say this bit's a bit boring, isn't it? Well, what if they were going into a mine? Well, let's do that. So you can go right, and you can raise the whole thing up, and it's smart. It goes, oh, okay, you want that to wrap around your track. Well, that's easily done. And then you just make it go, and it'll just wrap around your park just like that. You can then chisel away at it to give it like a bit of like to make it look ragged. Oh yeah. And just like that. And then if you're not happy with the kind of that it looks mossy and you want it to be a bit more stony, there you go. You can just repaint it, just like that. And that'll add to the park's effect and all the terrain, and it just looks spectacular. So that's it, really. I just wanted to show everybody just how brilliant this game is shaping up to be. I must admit, I have put a couple of hours in, but it's so intuitive. It just works. You can click on people and see what they're saying, which is that they're not particularly happy because I don't have a lot of rides. But hopefully they'll all go on that amazing roller coaster and have the best time ever. Oh, the last thing I'll show you actually is water. And again, just for the terrain. So again, if you wanted to make this place a bit more interesting, you can do so by just going like, okay, I want this whole area here. There you go. We're going to sink that whole area just around there, and then we're going to put some water in it. So we'll put it up to here. Oh. There you go. And so you can start adding little rivers and ponds, and yeah, so other things just to add a bit of character and a bit of life to the park. And again, in terms of scenery, it's an ungodly amount of trees, you know, just little things that spruce up the whole place. And they rate that, and you get that a lot of that from interactions, like from people, what they're telling you, the thoughts of staff and rides and all the rest of it. And again, you can see all that if you look at the overview, how your park is rated, what they're thinking. You know, obviously, I wish there was more rides. You can put marketing campaigns, you can do loads of research. It's really, really top-notch stuff, and they've made it incredibly well. So I would suggest getting this game. You know, I'm definitely not being paid to tell you that, but it's just such a stunning game. And I think what we'll do to finish it all off is I think I'll just ride that coaster that didn't take me too long to make. I mean, that's 5 minutes worth of work, and it just looks stunning. So we'll bring the roller coaster home. Oh, hang on, no, wait for me. I'm the most important. We'll go to... Oh no, wait, hang on. Wait, no, wait for me! And we'll ride our roller coaster into the explosion and away as we look at the beautiful sun going down over the hills. I think that's almost a very appropriate way to say thank you so much for watching another episode of Dows Plays. I am toying with the idea of making a series where I build a theme park, and a lot of people are doing that, but I feel like I might end up doing that anyway. But if you like this, please like and subscribe to the channel if you like more stuff like this. Leave a comment, and as always, stay safe, stay sexy. Thank you so much for watching Dows Plays. I've been Dows, and have a very, 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 very good day. Bye-bye! What again?